All right, let's get into a game with Orc Slayer. So we've been playing the Ray oil strat for a bit, and I think it's not as OP as originally I was expecting it to be. Okay, let's see. Do we go for this one? Or do we go for this one? This one could be good too. I kind of almost feel now it's better to do the Typhoons, to not even go Mass Typhoon in the beginning, to have a non-Typhoon pack and just go with 2 Typhoons. This way you're not overcommitting into the Typhoon. In this case, I wonder if we just go Crawler, or do we just go Mass Typhoon? Guess we just go Mass Typhoon. But I kind of feel like the Typhoon, I mean the Hound. I kind of feel like the way to play this is actually not forcing it every round 3. It's more like having the threat there and waiting for them to respond to the threat. And then once they respond to the threat, you don't go actually with the oil. But that being said, I'm not quite sure how to play it, because there were times where I didn't go for it and I should have gone for it. So honestly, this is still very, very new for me. But I think the key is don't go for it unless you have to go for it. If you see a lot of chaff, a lot of Mustangs, you probably have to go for it. But if he doesn't build chaff, then if you go for it, then you might just automatically lose. So I think what we want to do is we want to play as close to the original Ray spam strategy as possible, and have the option to go Phantom Oil. And maybe having that as an option influences the opponent, so he makes decisions that may be beneficial for us. So I think the key is we don't want to... Okay, so we have a crash here, I think. All right, hopefully we can reconnect here. So I was saying that we want to play it like a normal Ray spam game. We just have the option to go with the Phantom Oil. I think it's a mistake to go Phantom Oil every time, for sure. In this case, the Wasp looks good. We won't be able to go with our... probably won't be able to go with our trusty... So he's not going to go Wasp, I guess. So do we just go Farseer here? Okay. In this situation, what do we do? Just go some chaff, maybe? Some fangs? Probably fangs are good here because we are lacking a bit in the on this side. Maybe we'll also go something here. So we'll go with the normal Ray spam strategy, and we will just watch what the opponent does, and we will respond accordingly. We will not kind of commit to something. We wait for the opponent to commit. And I think this is how you play Mechabellum, or most strategy games. Anyways, you play it in this form. So we counter whatever they are committed into. So now this round is going super horribly for us. He's got the level 2 arc lights now and everything, but once the race spam comes out, we'll be looking pretty good, I think. I think we have to skip here. Problem is, it's already got the farce here. The fire isn't going to really help us. He's only got 3 chaff, and I think he knows that this is potentially coming. So he's not going to build any more. Okay, so we just need to keep going Phantom Race, I think. I guess we could borrow and even go for Cloak here because we need the DPS. Guess we could also do one here. Let's go for it. So right here, we're not going to go for our Ray Oil or anything because he only has 3 crawlers. The amount of investment required for those 3 crawlers should not be... you're essentially paying... I guess it's 100, but you have to add in the 200 on top. So you're paying 300 and you're paying 200. So we're paying 500 for the technology. And the other thing is the hounds. We sometimes want to get the range on the hounds since we have so many. So we're also like giving up range. So 500 cost on top of giving up range for the hounds, just to, I guess, kill 3 packs of crawlers. That's not going to be worth it. So obviously, if, we might be able to still win this if we invest in the other techs. Like here, we invested in Cloak. We were able to kill the Farseer, and now we go from losing a round very badly to winning the round slightly. Alright, we get the Amplifying Core again. Maybe we take that, or I guess the Haste module is okay too. It is quite a bit cheaper, 100 cheaper. I think we can't afford, really, since we borrowed, so we're lucky just to be able to level up our Phoenixes. Typhoon, I guess we could use it as some kind of chaff clear here. I would love to click range on the hounds though. So I wonder if that means we sell something. Maybe we sell the Farseer first. I think we have to click this just because we have so many. And I wouldn't mind borrowing just to get more Phantom Rays out. I don't think Chaff's going to do anything for us. So we started borrowing on round 3, and we continue to borrow on round 4. This opponent, he's very, very good. We've played with him before, so certainly not going to be an easy game for us. Maybe we start positioning our units more to our strong side, because we basically lose this every time. I don't mind the Typhoon here, though. It's probably okay. Just to help clear a little bit of chaff before we lose this side. Typhoon is doing a little bit. It's helping clear some of this chaff. He's only got those 3 packs of chaff that he started with, his crawlers, so there's still no reason to go Phantom Oil. And at this point, since we've already committed to the technologies, we never go Phantom Oil, I think. We would go probably Vulcan Warcrime, because it's no longer a great deal since we already have the technologies. So he adds the Phoenix in. That's enough to take care of everything. Now we need to think about what to do here. The fire is good. The Ion Blast is probably better. But it's going to be a little hard to aim. I guess you could aim it like this. Yeah, I think we go for this. Try to aim it like this. Probably like this or something. Yeah, these arc lights with range are countering the hounds. This didn't do enough, so let's get one level for now and just keep building more phantom rays. Start building everything on our strong side. And I mean, these are going to be quite useless right now. These heavy units are kind of going to tank for everything. So this is pretty much just chaff. We might want to start selling out of it. So this is kind of what we can do here. I kind of want to keep building the units here instead, just to kind of like fully give up our strong side here. But I am worried we could kind of get exploited, you know, but this seems to be the safer option, I think. See, the Ion Blast here isn't going to do anything for him because our army's here. That being said, this crawler's pulling some of these units over, so that's not good for us. Let's see how our beam is. Our beam is frankly amazing. It's like killed nearly everything. So we're going to get the Saber and the Farseer. Wow. That might be the best beam, ion beam, we've ever done there. How do you click speed? Did he go speed? Oh, so he went speed as well, so interesting. We, I guess we got lucky. We didn't aim it that good. He just, we aimed it like a little bit too aggressively, and he kind of just went speed into it. So this is going to be a very important choice for us. Now you could see more chaff coming down here. Well, it's just only 4 chaff, 2 chaff here. I think we start considering going with the Phantom Oil. We wish we didn't click the... I mean, the Phantom Oil is going to cost 300, 700. It's quite a bit, but it might be, or might be worth it actually. Marksman, probably not going to do anything for us. Let's just get something and sell it. So let's go for this. I mean, the Marksman can do a lot here, but I think we just don't have the money to support that since we are going Phantom Oil now. Alright, I think we want another level here. And I think we just go more Phantom Rays. Maybe start putting them more evenly now. Okay, let's see how this goes. Obviously he goes Raidens, that's to be expected. We will go for we already have Cloak, thankfully, and the energy shield will help us. Going Wasps could be quite good. Could also go Mustangs with aerial spec. So because he decided to spend more deployments on chaff, we are now countering him with the Ray Oil strategy. But we waited for him to pretty much like put down his guard and basically, you know, he thought, okay, he's committed into these other attacks and, you know, he's not going to do it. And that's when we do it. I think the mistake potentially for us is we have range on the hounds. We probably didn't need that. That makes that's like that's going to cost us an extra, I think 500 for range. And I'm not sure if that's worth it because the hounds, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. Improved Wasp seems good here. He might go for it. Firebomb, no needed. The missile strike is good for us. So, but the improved Wasp might be really good. If he's gonna go improve Wasp, he's probably wants to, but we need to go shield on the Phantom Rays first, so we don't have money for that play, which means we're gonna have to just go for a Phoenix. Fortunately, if he goes for the armor, this is not going to work. And so we'll upgrade everything. We'll go for this, and kind of want to start selling out of these guys. Maybe he's gonna, I don't know, maybe he's gonna go for this guy. Could be risky though. Yeah, he might go for this guy. We'll just sell out, upgrade everything. We're gonna need to borrow, I think. And just go for another Phantom Ray, maybe. Maybe have it like aim like this. Oh, that could be bad for the Phantom Ray's survivability. Maybe just have them come like this. And I don't know, maybe another chaff somewhere. Fire comes down. That's going to be a pretty nice fire for him. We just built a chaff here. And the Farseer goes straight for the tower. So this is not looking good for us. We're going to lose the tower real quick. Which is going to be bad for us. It is a 5-second debuff, I believe. So could be worse. The fire is doing quite a lot, though. We do need something to ignite the fire on this side. So I wonder if we need to add a hound here. We probably should have added the hound instead of going for the fang last round. So this is kind of a delayed Phantom Oil, and I don't think it was necessarily played correctly because of the range on the hound, but I feel like the range on the hound could potentially be a kind of like a bluff, like saying we're not going to go for the fire now. We're going to go carry hound, so I think that could have worked. Melting Point with range could be good here. It could help us into the Raidens. Or I guess we could kind of just go for a War Factory here as well. He might go Melting Point though, that's the problem. This gets us a little... But you wouldn't really put it on the line, would he? I don't know here. Kind of just want to go War Factory here. So why don't we do that? We have just enough for the photon coating. I think we just kind of plop it like right here, don't we? I guess it could even be better like here, since everything's going to target it. Hoping not to see any War Factories, and we don't. We do see the EMP, but we do have the photon coating for a temporary protection against the EMP. So now it looks like we probably win because... Ooh, what are these level 3 balls doing though? That's not good for us. I was just gonna say... looks like we win, but not if the balls focus down the War Factory like that. That's not good for at all. Now with EMP, we lose because the Phantom Rays, they really kind of suffer if they get EMP'd, especially when these guys are triple teched. The Wasps are actually really good. Are really good kind of chaff for the Phantom Rays. So we lose that round, and this is starting to look really bad because we committed so hard into this guy. Is there anything we can do? I think we have to keep him. Okay, so we could do this, and then we could kind of like go like this, I guess. Thankfully, we have the Ion Blast here for us. So we'll put some chaff around, I guess, like mass chaff. Maybe let's put another boat here even. I think we have the money for that, do we? I think we do. Maybe, yeah, maybe we just, how much money do we have though? So we have, we go there, 1250. I think we need range speed, right? So we have just enough for another one. So no chaff. And no beacon. But hopefully this can kind of like go into the tower, but I'm not so sure about that. Maybe we could go like with a second one like right here, just to kind of go for the balls there. Not sure how smart this is though. And I think we put the shield maybe like this. Sold out this, but I feel like the war factory doesn't really go to the tower quick enough. And hopefully with the guns, the multiple guns, it can kind of like can take out the steel ball, but not really. It's not doing that well. The steel ball gets one factory, it's locked onto the second factory, but the Ion Blast is doing quite well into the at least into the chaff. Does not get the last raid-in. I think we might have won here just because of the Ion Blast being way better for us. Imagine if the steel ball wasn't there though. Like it would have been like it would have been a massacre. So we get pretty lucky there. With how things turned out, we really probably should have put like chaff everywhere, like in, you know, just to kind of go for this. And he probably, I don't know, he probably goes for more steel balls. Like, I'm not sure how round 2 war factories play out, but it's kind of a gamble. But in any case, we did succeed there. But let's be honest, that was because of the ion beam. Had we not had that ion beam, I think we would be in some pretty big trouble. So we do get lucky on that one, and yeah, I mean, look, win or lose, I mean, we can even consider this a loss because in some ways it is. I'm not so sure about the range enhancement. It only improves survivability, but the arc lights are going to outrange the hounds even with the even with that technology. But yeah, I think what seemed to be like what seemed to be pretty good was delaying the phantom oil and making it look like maybe we weren't going to go phantom oil, because he stopped building chaff, then he started building chaff. Once he started building chaff again, then we went phantom oil, and we kind of got a pretty big power jump on that round. In the end, I think things kind of started to fall apart. I mean, you get triple tech Raidens. I mean, I guess Melters could have worked, but not when you know, he threw us in the Wasps as well. For us, I mean, the Mustangs, they're facing high level arc lights with range, so not quite sure if that if AA in range on the Mustang was the right solution. Feel like the War Factory was good, although it might have been better on here or in the middle. You just can't predict where he's going to put the steel ball. I'm not sure if this was kind of like a standard positioning, or he was expecting the War Factory, but it was definitely very well placed on his side. So well played to our opponent. I think he left the game already, but we'll still say GG, and we'll see you in the next one.